Thank you for joining me today. I thought I would drop in and give you another little yoga sequence today for you to do. So we are going to come to seated on our mats. Okay. So maybe coming into cross-legged, or you can have your legs out in front of you. Sitting up nice and tall, roll the shoulders back and away from the ears. Maybe forwards, maybe backwards. Before coming to stillness. Back is nice and straight, crown of the head up. Just coming into this present moment, into this space. Take a nice deep inhale through the nose. And exhale through the mouth. And again, nice big inhale. And exhale. One more time, nice big inhale. And exhale to release. And just gently turning the head from side to side. And up. And down. And again, bring the head over to one side. Over to the other side. Bring the head up. And then down. And then coming back to center. We're going to bring the hands to the shoulders. We're going to circle out through the elbows. Maybe the elbows reach, maybe they don't. It doesn't matter. And going in the other direction. And then coming back to center. We're going to bring the hands either side of the body. Inhale the right arm up. Exhale over to the side to stretch up through the right hand side of the body. We're going to circle that arm around. We're going to lift all the way up and reaching over. Keep your bottom firmly in contact with the mat and circle through the front. We're going to lift up and stretch over and coming back to center. Inhale the other arm up. Exhale, reaching overhead. Again, just stretching through the side of the body. That arm could be bent, it could be straighter. Might be further up towards the ceiling, it might reach over. We're going to circle through the front and sitting up nice and tall, reach over. And again, circling through, reaching up and overhead. And coming back to center. Okay, we are going to come onto our hands and our knees now. We're coming onto all fours, your shoulders are above your wrists, spread the fingers out on your hands, your hips are above your knees, and just allow the tummy to drop down towards the mat. Keeping the arms strong and straight, we're going to inhale as we gaze forwards or upwards, and exhale, arching out through the back, and again, inhale, drop the tummy, lift the head, exhale, arching out. Through the back one more time, inhale and exhale. Lovely. We're going to tuck the toes under, sit your bottom towards your heels. And we're going to lift the tailbone up into downward dog. So your feet are about hip distance apart. Paddle out the feet. Gaze in between your knees or up towards the top of your thighs. Just lengthening through the spine. And then coming back to center, we're going to lift the right leg up towards the ceiling, look towards your hands, step the right foot in between the hands, help it if you need to, drop that back knee, hands together in front of the chest. We're going to inhale all the way up and exhale, interlink the fingers behind the back, squeeze the shoulder blades together. You could stay here, you could lunge forwards to open out that right hip, stretch through the front of that left quad, opening out the chest. Lovely, coming back to center, release the hands. We're going to straighten that leg out, flex your toes up towards the ceiling, stretching through that hamstring. You could stay here, you could bring the hands to the hips, hinge forwards, either resting on the front thigh, maybe rest your hands on that front shin or all the way down to the mat. Think about lengthening again through the back, lifting the chest, stretching through that right hamstring. Lovely, and then coming back to center. Step that foot back, plant the hands back down into mat, spread the fingers out, tuck your toes under, sit your bottom towards your heels, and we're lifting back up into downward dog. Again, the feet are a good hip distance apart. It doesn't matter if those knees are bent. Think about lifting the tailbone high. Think about relaxing the head so you can gently turn the head from side to side. You can still paddle out those feet just to stretch out through the backs of the legs. We're going to lift the left leg up towards the ceiling. Look towards your hands and step that left foot in between the hands. Help it if you need to. And then drop the back knee. Hands into prayer. Roll the shoulders back. Take a moment to connect back to the breath. We're going to inhale as we lift the hands up. Exhale, release the hands in to lift the fingers behind the back. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. And again, you can stay here. You could lunge forward, keep the chest open, keep squeezing those shoulder blades together to lightly gaze upwards. Stretching into that left hip and down the front of that right thigh. And coming back to center, bring the hands to the hips. Straighten that front leg out, flex your left toes up towards the ceiling. We're going to inhale and then exhale. You can hinge, you can hold it here. Just a bit of stretch into that hamstring. You could rest your hands on your thigh, your shin, or maybe all the way down towards the mat. This is a little bit about balance as well as stretching. Lovely, and then you're coming back to center. We're going to step that foot back, spread the fingers out on the hands, tuck the toes under, sit your bottom towards your heels, and we're lifting again all the way up into downward dog. So again, the knees soft. You do not have to get your heels all the way down towards the mat. You're in a nice upside down feet shape. Think about again lifting that tailbone way up towards the ceiling. And then looking towards the hands, we're going to walk or step, both feet in between the hands. We're going to inhale the hands all the way up. And exhale. Okay, so just swinging your arms around, just to release off any tension in the back. Lovely, and then coming back to center. Okay, so you can step towards the front of your mat, standing up nice and tall, roll the shoulders back. Draw your tummy in, these are soft. And we're going to take a step back with the right foot, so not a massive step. Okay, your hips are facing forwards. Imagine your feet are on train tracks rather than on a tightrope, so just take them slightly wide. And we're going to join either the wrists behind the back. Okay, you could join your elbows. You could bring the hands into reverse prayer if you've got the space. Okay, it doesn't really matter where you are, but do open out the chest, squeeze those shoulder blades together. We're going to inhale as we lift up, exhale, hinging from the hips. Keep the back straight, the neck long, gaze down towards your front big toe. So you want to balance yourself equally over both feet. Again, you can feel a stretch into that left hamstring. And you could stay here just for a moment more, and then release the hands to rest on your front thigh, your front shin, or maybe all the way down towards the mat. Relax your head. And again, try to keep your balance equally between both feet. Okay, so just feel a stronger stretch through that left hamstring. Lovely, and soften the knees. We're going to come up to standing, step your feet back together. Okay, so going on to the other side, left foot comes back again, take your feet slightly wide. Hips facing forwards, both legs are straight. Join your wrists, your elbows. We'll come into reverse prayer, open out the chest. Inhale as you lift up, exhale, hinging from the hips. Again, keeping the back straight, the neck long, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Try not to cling onto the mat with your toes, you're just resting your feet, stretching into that right hamstring. Don't hold on to the breath, and nice deep inhales through the nose, long full exhales. And release the hands to rest on your front thigh, your shin, maybe all the way down towards the mat if you've got the space. Relax your head, relax your neck. And again, keep nice and equally balanced between your feet. Stretching through that right, back of that right leg. Lovely. And coming back up to standing, back to center. And again, just swing those arms around, just release up any tension in your back. And coming back to center. Okay, so we're going to come into a balance now. So we're going to take the weight over into our right foot. And we're going to take hold of that left ankle. Okay, if you can't quite reach your ankle, then you're going to just stand with your hands on your hips and you're just going to bring that back foot behind you. Okay, if you've got hold of that ankle, encourage that left shoulder back. Keep that standing leg soft, okay, so keep the knees soft, you don't have to lock it out. Maybe that leg is all the way out here, it might be somewhere forwards. Our intention is to bring them close together, and you can bring the other arm out. So you want to keep the chest nice and open. If you want to go one step further, you can bring that hand all the way up towards the ceiling. Keep encouraging the left shoulder back. Keep encouraging that foot in towards your bottom. Lifting up nice and tall. And release back down. Okay, we've got to go on to the other side. So weight comes over into your left foot. I'm going to take hold of that right ankle. So again, if you can't quite reach, if you do have access to maybe a strap or a dressing gown rope, belt, that's the word I'm looking for. Okay, you could hold on to it if you wanted to. Okay, again, soften that standing leg, bring your knees close together, encourage that right shoulder back. We can bring the other arm out to the side. If you bring your thumb and forefinger together, it helps with concentration. Focus on a point in front of you. If you want to go one step further, you can lift all the way up. Keep breathing, keep focusing. And release, back down. And again, just swinging those arms around. Thank you very much for joining me today. Namaste. Hope to see you again soon. Thank you.